upstate New York, and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild. First month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. He'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll throw here on third and short. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. Give them 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And he will go all the way. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, this is strong. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And When you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Allen. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Bills bringing on the punt team.
It's 4th down.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Jets offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From 29, here's 2nd and 8. A give up the middle with Hall. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He was able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Still 3rd down.
So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's on his man. It's Smith. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. T.J. Sanders in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they will see what they can do with this third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Allen from his own end zone. That's complete to Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Allen is going to give it to Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
third down, it's Allen. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. First down, Buffalo.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. It's a gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now, and here's Allen. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Davis will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
First possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, Terrell Bernard in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
It looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this will be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. On the carry, it's Cook. Finding room across midfield. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 32-yard line. It is a big run by Cook. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Allen will give this to Davis. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
To the air is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
3 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And on third down, that ball in.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Here comes second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Terrell Bernard. He gets in to record his second sack of this first half. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on third and long. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. As they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On first down, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing on second down, it's Allen. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. No, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. To throw on first and 10, Allen. He's looking deep for Shaquille. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 39 yards. To the air once more is Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. Second down and 8.
Second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. To the goal line and in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bills will get out in front 17-7.
17. Jets 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start. This drop.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A pass complete there to Smith. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And the Jets are back within a score. It's now 17-10. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is caught at the 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Allen going to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills move out to a 24-10 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the give, it's home. And he's brought down after a gain of couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Another run here with Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This is 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
19 seconds.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move the chains. First down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Quick throw out wide. Taken in by Pearsall.
To Ricky Pearsall. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Man in motion is Smith. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score! Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
This is Davis, and he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Josh Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Buffalo.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
A run with Cook. Finding space at the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Allen. Pass caught by Shakir. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
brings up
I wouldn't be
second and
surprised
7.
if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 3. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup brings up second.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard on the play.
3rd and 5.
Third down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And before this drive starts, let me take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. They'll start on the ground with Cook, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. He's taken down just shy of midfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one, and another first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
They'll run. It's Davis. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Buffalo. Extra point tries by Bass. The kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17. Bass to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. That one's caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Back to the air one more time. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Reese Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down, it's Davis. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
It's a gain of
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He'll go again with Davis. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Not much happening there, just a short game. It is second and 9. Once again, it's Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 33-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
The 13-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's second and 6. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.